we are. And there's cell phone chargers here.
Okay.
Visiting Chicago for Memorial Day weekend?
No, I live here.
Oh, okay.
I just was staying at the Viceroy last night. It was a holiday for my kids, but my car got towed. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I was like rushing to get home. I've got breast milk in my purse. I'm like rushing to get home before my son takes his nap. And now it's like, where's my car?
Where's your car?
It's totally my fault, but I just...
And the worst part is if this lot is full, there's a lot here under Riverwalk.
Yeah.
If that one's full, you got to go all the way to Indiana.
Well, to Indiana?
Just about, yeah.
Well, so we're going to Sacramento, right? That's where the lot is.
Oh, good. So good. Okay, so then they got you in the fall over here.
I guess so.
And it's because one of those things, Friday, Saturday nights.
Yeah.
These lots fill up.
Oh, I bet.
And then people got to go to the other one. That's
my Lord. Okay, I'll be grateful then. It's only as far as 701 North Sacramento.
Yes. You're right over there by. That's not too far.
I wonder how crazy it's going to be though, because that Union Park. This is further than that, though.
Sure.
And you're not Music Festival.
Yeah. And where it is, we might have to go. Yeah, let's see. I might have to drive around it because where the lot is, I've had to drive a few people to it. And where the lot is in south of where that festival will be.
Oh, south.
Yeah, but I think we're north of the festival, so as long as we cross over to come under, we'll be okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's they'll get you out here. Friday, Saturday nights, they're hungry.
Stupid. I was just stupid. I just thought like, oh great, I don't have to pay for overnight. I just didn't, and it's a little annoying because the Park Chicago app, it told me that I didn't need to pay starting at midnight, but it didn't say like your car's gonna get towed if you're still there. Which I mean, it's not their responsibility, but it's like now that you can do everything so remote.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I didn't even walk out and see anything about the signage or anything else. It was stupid.
It's unfortunate. It's one of those, you got to read every sign in order. They all apply. And you got to go, is the sun in the position of 37 degrees between,
It's particularly obnoxious because my plan was to park in my parking garage, which is at Northwestern.
Yeah.
And then just not worry about the parking at all. But I got lazy and was like, I found a place right in front of the hotel. And we're like, I'll just stay here.
Be good. And I'm like, no, sorry.
Yeah, that's how I learn.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, and it's one of those, if you're not losing your car, if it's not like, I can't afford to get it out.
Right. Well, I have no idea what it's going to cost me to get it out.
Shit. Sorry about that. Changed his mind up a second in that blink anyway. But yeah, I don't remember the fees. I'm trying to remember.
I could probably Google it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close to $200-300. At least
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, 2 or 3 because they charge you for the overnight, and then just to pick up your car and take it, they charge like $150. That's like the tow fee.
Yeah.
Of we lifted it up and we took it somewhere. Just to lift it up and put it on the car, they charge you $150. And then wherever you go, they charge by the mile, and then they charge you an overnight. So yeah, it might be $400 now. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I wonder. Okay, if your standard passenger vehicle was towed, you will pay a base $150 plus $25 per day for storage.
Okay.
You will also be responsible for paying off any outstanding parking tickets, compliance violations with the original parking fee. That's the other fucking annoying thing is I didn't even walk outside, so I kept paying this morning for parking.
Oh no, thinking that
isn't that ridiculous? I'm like paying them for parking. I paid like $30, and my car's not been there since last night. It's sort of funny, actually. I mean, it is like, okay, this is why you need to actually investigate things and not just
assume it's gonna be fine.
Exactly.
I would have done the same thing as you though. I'm very much like, this says it's gonna do fine, so I'm gonna trust it to do the thing that it says it's gonna do.
I know.
And you read it, you verified it is what it is. Like you said, this is how we learn. This is a little lesson. Like, all right,
exactly.
It's
like a $400 lesson or whatever it's gonna turn out to be. It's annoying.
Yes.
But not gonna kill me. As you said, I mean, people who like really don't have an extra $350 to pay out to get their car back,
right.
And those are probably in some cases people who really need their vehicle to get to work,
right. And then what happens if maybe they can't get it out today? $25
exactly.
a day.
It's gonna keep on.
Right. And and it's really like I read somewhere statistically like 70% of United American citizens cannot handle a $500 emergency.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's like the average person. So like to be able to eat the cost of an impound is like today's a lucky day.
Well, especially these days.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's with everything being that way, it's like for some people it's like I guess I'm not eating. Right.
Or my kids aren't eating or whatever. It's terrible.
Yeah, and so it's like you start out and it's like, well, you gotta pay. You gotta get the car back to get to work. You gotta get so it's like it ends up being that. And the tow people do not care. They
don't. And I mean, if they started down that path of like, okay, let me assess whether you're somebody I want to help and you're somebody I don't want to help.
Right.
It's just so messy. Like, how are they making that choice?
Yes. Yeah. Based on what criteria?
Exactly.
Why do you get to choose?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And then you're getting into just like you just actually don't like that person because whatever reason.
Yes.
It's never going to be administered fairly. It's just like
exactly. And they're very plain. Don't care. Give us the money and go.
Right.
And this is what when I'm not doing this, I'm a stand-up comedian. That is a joke because I got impounded. I got so mad, and I was just like the absolute bottom a person could be, the worst kind of human.
Tow fucking driver.
Tow drivers help if you're broken down. You're helping someone. The most useless person is the guy that collects your money at the lot.
Oh,
that's the person that is not helping anyone ever.
Right.
Yeah. No one lives their whole life and goes, you know what? When I grow up, I want to be a lot attendant.
Right. You're 100%. God, you're right. Because that's sort of like the person who works at the DMV.
Yes.
Those are the people who are getting all of your anger and aggression, and they're not the people who are writing out the operating procedures. They're just like the poor schmucks whose job, and it's no wonder they get a little hardened and they're like, I do not fucking care what your sob story is, because
half the people come in there drunk from the night before.
Absolutely.
Being like, I drove my car here and left it here, and and they're like, well, that's probably for the best.
Right. No, and everyone probably wants to argue about it and say like, this just isn't fair.
So
I don't know. I feel like this was totally fair. I didn't read the notes. I mean, it's hard to.
Yeah.
Hard to argue.
And that's really it. It's like the fees exist for a reason. We do all this stuff. It's like, okay, but the parking did that because there's people that will park a car there and just leave it. The reason that exists is because someone left their car there in 1946 when cars were invented.
Right.
Somebody just.
You're funny. I have a car built in 1932. So that's not correct.
When were they? Yeah, when were they invented? 1920s?
I think way before that. Like
18?
I wonder if I'm gonna say like early 20th century, so 19 something.
Yeah, I just have to look because I tell myself I'm a car guy. I fix old muscle cars, so I just
but you only pay attention to the cars that are of the era you're interested in. My experience.
So you got a 1930s car?
Yeah.
What do you
1932.
got?
It's an Auburn.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Auburn? They're Auburn's Cords and Duesenbergs. They're all pre-war cars made in Auburn, Indiana. Really cool. They're very like Gatsby looking, huge, massive kind of Art Deco-y cars.
Sure, Art Deco.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's super cool. I'm gonna have to look that up. So how often do you actually like take it out? I imagine.
Well, so I have a 6-month-old and a 3-year-old.
Okay.
But before I had kids, I did take it out. Although it lived in Indiana because that's where it's the ACD. It's Aburn Cord Duesenberg Club.
Sure.
And every Labor Day, there's like a huge car meet.
Yeah, I bet.
And then for like the week before, the people who actually drive their cars, because a lot of people don't drive these cars. The Duesenbergs can be and often are like upward of $1 million.
Oh yeah.
So, but the people who do drive their cars go down, and there's like a tour, and it's either around Indiana or sometimes we go to Michigan, sometimes we go to Ohio, sometimes I think those are the 3 places. So I go down there and drive the car around for like 3 days, stay in a hotel, drive around the countryside. But now my car's been in Wisconsin because it's hard to find people to fix these cars, which you might be able to appreciate. Like nobody really, and a lot of the parts are hard to get, and the specific carburetor that your car had on it when it was built, and
you got a lot of remanufacturing.
Exactly, so it's hard to find people to work on these, and there's a guy up in Wisconsin who does a really good job at it. So
that's great.
Yeah.
So it's just up there hanging out in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, that's so cool. And so did you inherit that car or were you just
No,
like,
I bought that car, but my grandfather had a car collection, and he's the one who first got interested in the Auburns and the Cords and the Duesenbergs. And he had, but I don't. My dad has a couple of his cars, but this was one that I bought at an auction maybe 10 years ago now, maybe a little bit longer.
Okay.
It's just it's hard to find these original cars that are still like running and
exactly.
It hasn't actually. I put some radial tires on it just for drivability.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, really haven't done much with it.
Sure, yeah, just that would be
a little more comfortable.
It looks like we might be having to drive a little creatively because I forgot this road is shut down, so it's not going anywhere. No one's going anywhere. People are just turning around.
Oh, nuts.
So, also, we're in the worst spot to turn around. So we gotta get forward.
Maybe. So, it's not a bridge thing? No, they're not raising the bridge. It's just totally closed, and they won't let us.
Yeah, there's like a cement truck.
Is Wacker closed too?
Not Wacker itself, but I don't know why isn't anybody turning?
That's what I'm wondering.
And so this guy got out to be like, what's going on? But no one's moving. And the only cars that are moving are the ones that are turning around. Right? Like over here.
I'm trying to tell.
But maybe this
car on subsequent bridges, but it's like there could just be one asshole who really wanted to go straight, and now he won't let anyone behind him turn. But I kind of doubt it.
I don't even think it's that. Like I think this is just not letting anybody out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We're gonna flip it or as an accident. Sometimes an accident happens, and that just means. Yeah, but we're gonna. I know how to get us to where we need to go from here. We're just gonna go from there. Yeah, unfortunately, Uber is not aware of the construction going on over here.
Right.
But you and I know there's only 2 seasons in Chicago: winter and construction.
Yeah, and actually, the construction is they're not mutually exclusive.
No, they're not. No, they are not. Depending on.
I gotta call the babysitter. It's a fucking mess. I don't know that I could think of a worse day for this to happen. I mean, the traffic is terrible. Like, the roads are totally closed. I just have no idea how long this is going to take.
So, you'll probably get there in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the whole process is 20-30. So
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you pay for it, and then they got to go get it. They might get you out faster. They might be able to find it faster and get you out faster. 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So that puts you at like 1:15.
Yeah.
And then it'll be another 30 minutes back. So you'll be back by 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
2. Fuck.
Yes.
We're supposed to go to a birthday party at 4. My son's got to take a nap. But whatever. It's going to happen how it happens.
Right. Birthday parties are important.
Trying our best.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely, unfortunately, like you said, traffic, construction. That's the biggest thing. It's just a lot of these streets, these bridges that cross over the river, are being worked on right now.
I know.
So,
I know. I work in Chicago right now. I'm living in Chicago, but both of my boys are in school, like outside a little bit. So every day I'm dealing with this. I just can't. It's sort of like, really, you guys decided to do these all at the same time?
Yeah. Like, come on.
Really?
All of them? All of them?
Who did that? Who thought that was a good idea? I guess they figured people are going to be really pissed, but for a shorter period than if it was like the perennial closing a bridge for the next 10 years.
Right.
Actually,
just going to do it.
I'm not sure which would have been better, but.
Yeah, I don't know. You're right. We'll see. I'll say 9094 is a lot better. Like, I'm really happy.
Oh, good.
All the work that they did is as someone who drives it. So,
that's nice.
Whatever the plan is, whatever it is, it will be better on the other side.
I do believe that. Yeah. And then they'll find something. I mean, I do think they are trying to improve, and some things needed improvement.
Yeah, it's happening. It is going.
People always need to have something to complain about. So it's
that's really it. It's like people will complain, regardless.
Right. Yeah. I think that's just true. Human nature. I kind of like that about Chicago, just because it's one of the things about the weather. People are either complaining about it or super jazzed about it.
Right.
But it's sort of it's like the great leveler.
Yes.
The weather in Chicago.
And one thing is, so I'm born and raised in California. I grew up in California.
Too.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
But did you notice when you came here, people are like proud of how miserable the weather is? Like they're like, it's like a badge of honor that you can survive.
Definitely. So my parents are both from New York. I grew up in Orange County, California, like right by the beach. It was always beautiful.
Yeah.
But my overall take on it was like, I thought it was interesting how much Chicago. The phenomenon that I notice more than the weather is the fucking sports teams. People here love to hate their sports teams. So, it's like this sense of like, and they're gonna lose, and when are they gonna lose? Yeah. But so I think it's the same kind of mentality toward the weather. It's like this sort of an Eeyore mentality, maybe.
Yes.
But then people are also like, wow, it's getting nicer.
Yeah.
It's getting nicer.
It's getting nicer. Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's that. What was it? The things that I noticed was the weather and the corruption. People in Chicago are like, oh, yeah, the corruption's so bad here. We're the best at corruption. It's so cool. And I'm like, wait, what?
That is not something I think you should take a lot of pride in.
Y'all are super happy about it. It's like, okay, then, all right. It's like,
pretty short-sighted. If that reputation gets out, then the revenue that you need from the businesses so that you can support the social programs you want is going to dry up.
Yes. And that did happen, and that was Chicago. Basically... because we had, all the not the gun runners, the alcohol runners, all that stuff, prohibition, right? So then the 1940s, 1960s, 50s, right? All of this time.
Bootleggers.
Bootleggers, that's what it was. Right? So that just kind of set a big margin in Chicago of like pro-crime and corruption that kind of ate up like 50 years of Chicago history of just, they started just getting really bold and bland and out and about with it. And now, it's not as baked into Chicago, but it's still one of those things of like it's here. It's just a lot more under the table. It's not. It's just part of the structure. You don't even realize it now.
How long have you been living here in Chicago?
8 years this time. Yeah, 8 years this time.
Oh, you've lived here previously?
Yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah, so I came out here because my daughter's mom is from here originally.
Okay.
And so when my daughter was being born, she was like, I want to be close to family and all that stuff. So we're here for a couple of years. Then we moved back to Bay Area.
Okay.
And then after her and I split up, she moved here with my daughter. I was like, oh, I'll come too. And that was 2018. So I've been here since 2018.
Oh, how old is your daughter?
12. She's going to be 13 this year.
Wow.
Yeah, she's going to be. Yes. And
wow.
So... and my plan was like, I'll be here till I'm 18. But now, I mean, she's a 13-year-old and I'm a dad. And she's just like, the last thing she wants to do is hang out with me.
Oh, I know. Right.
It's just where it's at. She's got her friends. And on her mom's side, she has a twin brother and sister that are like a year old right now.
Oh, so that's fun.
Yeah. And I'm like, and she loves being a big sister. She loves hanging out. So I'm just like, do your thing. Like, that's all cool. And I'm like, I'd like to be warm all year round. So... Maybe I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll go and just buy you a ticket.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It's like, I feel like with your kids in particular, there's probably no decision you're gonna make that she isn't gonna give you shit for.
Facts.
There will be something that you do. If you leave, it's gonna be that you didn't stay and support her.
Until
if you
18.
stay, she's gonna be like, why was that so annoying? And you made me feel guilty that I didn't want to hang with you.
Right. And that's the thing. And so like, I don't care. I was like, it's like, all right. So yeah. Right. I mean, she's probably. Yeah, at some point in time, she's probably going to be mad at me that I came in the first place.
Right, of course. I do think that's
going to happen.
That's going to happen.
Yeah,
you just hope that as your kids as my kids get older, that they come to appreciate my perspective. That's it.
Right.
They might not agree with it, but that they at least understand that I was like, that
they will. Yeah, but that won't happen for 30 years.
Right. No, amen.
So,
amen.
What am I going to do? So it's like, all right, so... Then if I understand that, she's gonna complain about it no matter what. Doesn't matter what I do, it's wrong. I'm just gonna do the thing I want to do.
Exactly, and she won't understand that either because that's the unique relationship. It's like she doesn't want to know you as a person or a man.
No.
She doesn't think about you in terms of like what's good for dad as an independent individual.
Yes,
it's like, well, but his job is to be my dad, so everything should go through the lens of that.
This is for me. Yeah. And it's like, and that's it. It's like, she kind of wants me here.
Right.
As if she just in case wants to come
exactly
over.
Because you're her dad and you should be near her without respect to whether she wants to be near you.
Exactly. And so I'm like, man, whatever. But the other thing is like I've taken her out to California on spring break a couple of times.
Okay.
And it's green over there in March. It's green. And the first time she saw that, she's like, why are we?
Oh, I bet.
What are we doing this for? And I was like, talk to your mom. That's not me. You know what I mean?
She might really. And the other thing is, if you move back to California and it's what's best for you, you're setting a pretty good example of like, sometimes you have to do what's best for you because otherwise the example is you're going to be guilted and obligated to do things all your life that you don't really want to do, but that's the way to be an adult.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You know, I mean, you could maybe model something a little bit different.
Exactly.
Like, oh,
Yeah, and that's
one thing if she was like really having a hard time and you just bailed for something. Also, I really caution you: don't move back there because of another woman. She'll probably lose her mind. Even if it is because of another woman, don't tell her that. It's
That's so funny. No. That's so funny. Yeah, I definitely, that's not a worry. It's not gonna be like that. Just because I'm really yeah, I'm here for me. I'm not here for other women.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is I'm not divorced yet, not from her mom, but
okay.
I'd already met somebody else, and this was such a whirlwind thing that like for the time that her mom and I have not been together, she never met anyone, I never introduced her to anyone, never any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I did meet someone. It was really whirlwind. We really fell for each other super hard. It was like a long distance, and then we got married. And then after we got married, she starts telling me, your daughter's spoiled, your daughter's blah blah blah.
Oh no.
And I'm like, we're done. Goodbye. We're done.
Yeah.
And that was it. And so we were married for 6 months. And three of those we were together, and it was, and she was like, yeah, you're supposed to put me first. I was like, I'm not. No.
She must not have kids.
And no, absolutely not. She was very much a child herself, very much her dad takes care of everything, and very much, and that was it. I was like, you don't get this at all.
No.
And she's like, I'm gonna find someone who puts me first. I was like, good luck.
Well, good luck. Just don't marry anyone with kids.
Yeah, don't marry someone with kids.
And because there's some dumb too. It's sort of like, think about how your dad treats you. You love the way your dad treats you, how he prioritizes you. Why would you want your partner to be different with his own children?
That's actually exactly the thing, is that her dad was cheating on her mom with another woman. And he was texting, your daughter's spoiled, your daughter's selfish, all she cares about you is money, blah, blah. And he put up with it. And so I told her, I said, I'm doing what your dad wasn't man enough to do. You are done. We're done.
Someday she will, or maybe not. Maybe she will never.
Not my problem. Not my circus. Not my monkey. I don't care what her brain is. It's done. Because, like I said, it's like, because she knew I dropped everything in California to come here for my kid, and now I'm gonna drop it for, And I mean, I'm not humble brag. Okay, I do great with women. I'm very funny. I'm tall. I'm charming. I do great. I'm not like desperate to find someone. So I was like, who did you think you're talking to? Like, I was like, you know me. You know I do fun. I do you. Why would you turn on me like this? Why would you turn? And I mean, okay, I'm a cloud infrastructure engineer. Like, I'm doing very well. And I'm like, all you had to do is be chill. And all of this could have been yours too.
That's really strange that she would think she must have been possessive. She must have sensed that your daughter's important to you, and she wanted to be the most important woman in your life.
And
but like, she also must be kind of stupid to think that would work.
Yes.
And what kind of person does she think you are, that you would choose her over your daughter?
My kid, exactly. And so that's really what it ended up being. Just like, what do you think this is? Like, I'm a dad first before anything.
Yeah, right. Like you said, you moved to Chicago to be close to your daughter. She just miscalculated, apparently.
Yeah, and so that was the really unfortunate part of it. And we got along so phenomenally well. I truly was like, I didn't think I could ever feel this way for anyone ever, any human ever. Yeah. I've been anti-marriage since I was, in my 20s, hoping I'd find it, but knowing that it's highly likely it wouldn't. So then that this all came that way, and then it turned this way. So you think I'm gonna go move for another woman? I'm not doing anything for another woman.
Right, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, be
as
objective as you can.
Yeah.
How did your daughter treat her?
They were best friends.
Really?
They got along so good. They wear the same shoe sizes. They would share clothes. They would one would wear one pair of socks, the other one. But they both like cutesy wootsy stuff because she's an artist. She was a creator. She did clay and all this stuff. And she likes like cutesy little. I wish I had she would draw these little like bears with like stars, and she'd make these cute, adorable little stickers and things like that. And my kid loved it.
So it wasn't like
so good.
Your ex was saying to you, why are you putting up with her being a bitch to me all the time?
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It wasn't like a betray. She didn't feel betrayed.
I wouldn't have tolerated that for half a second.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have tolerated. And I'm telling you, there were times when I cried because of how good they got along. It's like all I wanted.
Yeah, no, that's not easy to come by.
No,
especially when you have a daughter.
Yes.
If you the new woman is almost, it's like her prerogative.
Yeah.
And also sometimes daughters can be very protective of their mothers,
Sure.
whether they should be or not.
Right.
It's kind of like, how could you choose somebody other than my mom and me? By the way,
right, exactly.
But it sounds like that wasn't her.
And it wasn't. And I mean, her mom already remarried super duper quick. I mean, we're talking within months.
Okay, so she couldn't really hold. It's not like she saw her mom languishing, unhappy.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So, so it's like, so it wasn't anything like, and she was cool. And again, my kid got along with it because we met. I took time to introduce. It wasn't like, oh, here's my wife.
Right. Call her mom, please.
Yeah, never once was anything like that. She said, call me step monster. It's all good. Like, she was like, it's fine. Like, they were fun. Like I said, it was just funny, goofy, whatever. But it was, but the thing I know, and because again, I have 3 rules with dating for myself. I don't do long distance. I won't date someone that still lives at home, and I won't date someone without a job. But she was all 3 of those things. Yeah. And I really was. We just met on a random dating app. We just talked, and just hit it off so good that I was like, but it was long distance. Once it became where she was living here, that's when it flipped.
Yeah, maybe it was easier for her to not be bothered by your other obligations from further away. But then when she saw it every day, I blame her dad. Like, if he set this precedent where every man in her life needs to treat her like a princess all the time.
I don't even know. And it's like, but again, when she's 30, at a certain point in time, you can't blame your parents for it anymore.
I don't know. those things are deep, and they form real, like, I know what you mean. There's a difference between blaming and saying, I think her dad may have had something to do with this. Like, maybe not blaming, because he probably did his best too.
Yeah. And I don't know. And then also, because again, but I don't know. And that's the other thing. I don't know how much of everything is real, because I realized, and this is again one thing where I was dumb, is like, she kind of complained about everybody in her life. Her dad was this, her mom was that, her mom was that. And God, dummy me, thinking, oh, she just needs a better environment.
Of course.
Dummy me. And I know these things already. I have been through the ringer on dating. Yeah, I have been for 20 years since dating actual websites. I've been out there in Hollywood. Like, I did a ton of dating. I love it. I have a lot of fun doing it. And so I know all these rules to like do, and I broke every single one.
That's because that's what love is. When you fall in love with somebody, you really believe that nobody in the history of the world has felt the way you feel about this other person. So none of the rules apply to you, and everyone should know that, because no one has experienced this thing. Right. That's what it is.
Yes,
I mean, so it's like.
And the funniest thing is I said to myself, I get what all them songs are about. Now I understand what all that stuff is. It makes perfect sense. And I truly felt it. But it's just one of those things that once it was like, I very much saw that she was just not going to be kind about my kid, was really uncool about it. And then, like, we had to move. We were in the middle of moving, got a new place, we go over everything. And she's like, I'm like, hey, we got these boxes. Like, we got to, like, I'm going to bring all this stuff up if you can pack it up, and then we're going to carry it all out. And literally, she looks at me, she goes, pass. I pass. I don't want to do that.
She's not going to help you move?
Us move. Not going to help us move into the house that she did. Oh, yes, all our stuff. Right? And I'm just like, I was like, this is my partner. This is my teammate. This is my person that I'm going through life with. Right? And then once we get to this new place, after I spent the whole day moving, she's like nagging about, like, it's not clean. It's not clean. You got to clean all this stuff. And I'm like, we're done. I woke up the next day. I was like, we're done. I'm over it. We're done. You're not. This is not it. It's one of those, like, stereotypical situations where a woman, like, suppresses everything about her until she gets married, and then it's like she feels liberated, like she's never heard of divorce or something. Right? Like, oh, now I can be the me that I am. Now I can change everything that you liked about me. I'm gonna do it different now. Yeah. Well, it just was what it was.
I think you should take the things about her that really made you feel good, and now you have like a global. You're coming up with like a global image of the kind of woman that you would like. I mean, there's some reason you fell in love with her. Sense of humor or whatever it was.
Well, and that's these are the things that I always look for. How can we have a conversation? Who am I around you? There's a great book I read by the angry therapist called "I Used to Be a Miserable Fuck," and it talked about, I used to just be angry and self-centered and all this stuff, and trying to find someone to be my wife because I had all these rules for who they were going to be and how my wife was going to be, and I got rid of all that. He said, no, I'm looking for, how do I feel? Who am I with this person? And that's all I'm doing with dating. How am I feeling? Because you know what? 5-year marriage is a successful marriage.
Yeah, that's
a
an
10-year
interesting
marriage
point.
is a successful
That's an
marriage.
interesting point. Depends on what your goals are, right? If you're looking for somebody to be with for the rest of your life, it's maybe a... Yeah, but you went through something that's sort of destabilizing, which is you run everything through your calculations, but then they change. Like, how do you correct for that?
Right?
I think you don't get married. I think you just hang out for a long time.
Marriage is
slow
a terrible
to
contract.
Slow to move in, slow to whatever, and then.
And so honestly, that's kind of the benefit. I am technically legally married, so I can't get married.
Right.
I can't.
Oh,
this
is not your daughter's mother, right?
No, not my daughter's mother.
This is the other woman.
This is just after we. This all happened, like, we met, married, and are now separated within 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and so. And it just did, but like you said, I'm not even looking at it as a blueprint. I'm not looking at anything. I'm just like, oh, cool. I had magic for 9 months. We had magic.
See, I try to cultivate that attitude too. Of like, the fact that it ended doesn't mean it wasn't good.
Yeah. And that's all. It's just so cool. This was it. This was over. This was fine. I did my crying about it. Like I said, I thought I had something that wasn't there, but I'm fine with it. So it looks like there's a little line. But like I said, you go on here. They don't want me blocking the gate. This person's coming out. You want to hurry up maybe so I can get in there, buddy? Thanks, dude. And then,
so this is it.
Yeah, this is it. That's the whole yard. So you just pop up here into this little spot right up here.
Okay.
Give them your card number, and then they'll go bring your car out for you as fast as they can. The worst part of it is about to happen, and then it's over.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for making the drive.
Yeah, this was a great chat. Yeah, have a great day.
I'm going to get my things out of your bag and then